What's good, everybody? Welcome to my seventh and final installment of my 2021 Ohio State Buckeye football position preview. We're going to end it out on a great note with the quarterback room. What better room to end it out with as we are on the eve of kickoff tomorrow night against Minnesota. And as you can see, I'm rocking the roll white jersey. Number 7 joint, my favorite Buckeye number. My favorite number since, again, junior, honestly. So typically when you see me out and about at the tailgates, at the games, whatever, I'm most likely going to be rocking a number 7, which is a good segue to start out with the quarterback room. Number 7, CJ Stroud, who I predicted to be the starter last year. And I knew it, wouldn't be a cakewalk. Because there's really good talent in that room. However, I felt like he would emerge as that QB1. And so just kind of zooming in on CJ Stroud, man, he has a really interesting story. He came on late in the recruiting circles. He wasn't a big camp guy. He wasn't out there in the camp circuit. He played basketball too. Apparently, he's actually a really good basketball player. So that also prevented him from really hitting the camp circuits until he was invited to the Elite 11, that's hosted by Trent Dilfer. And he just came out of nowhere and just blew up with a very, very good performance. I actually posted a clip of it recently on my page. And Trent Dilfer and all those coaches and guys are going crazy with the darts. He was throwing accurate, in command, big arm. He just looked great. And so, of course, the coaches came flocking. And Coach Ryan Day won that prize of CJ Stroud and earned his signature with Ohio State. So, and he gained 5-star status, depending on what site you're looking at. So we were able to secure his commitment, which was huge, obviously, along with Jack Miller. But with that said, I think CJ Stroud, there's an element of I think even to this day, he's still being low-key slept on by our fan base. Nationally, I expect them, to not know that much, especially if they don't follow things. But some of our fan base, in my opinion, has been a little weird with the news that he was named the starting quarterback. It's almost like they're looking at the other guys like the shinier new objects, as if CJ Stroud is just not on that level potential-wise, which is weird to me if you really follow this thing. So CJ Stroud won the Elite 11 like Justin Fields did. CJ Stroud was a 5-star like Justin Fields was. The dude can run and throw. He can't run as well as Justin Fields can. He's not a statue either, as we saw in the Michigan State game last year. He's not slow. He can certainly pick up a first down and even hit a home run if needed, So the kid is uber talented. And also the X factor that I keep hearing and people keep, attesting to is his leadership qualities on the field. His leadership qualities with the team, how they gravitate towards him. Every quarterback doesn't have to be super vocal and loud and commanding as far as verbally and vocally, but it certainly helps. You're the guy. This is arguably the most important position in all of sports. So you need to be able to take command. And he does exactly that, more so than the other guys, apparently, along with his skill set. So, and Ryan Day in his press conference last weekend mentioned that he separated himself. And he showed all the things needed to become the starting quarterback. It wasn't, I guess we're going to start him. No, it was a very confident announcement that CJ Stroud was a starter. Also, if you listen to the player interviews and, even from the coaches, they talk about, how great he's looked, and the receivers talk about how great of a ball he throws and how catchable it is. And, you see just guys kind of get excited and start really grinning when they talk about CJ Stroud. So I really want everybody to really, get behind CJ Stroud I know someone, some people has their favorites with the quarterback room, but we got a really dope quarterback room, and that's cool. But he was named starter for a reason, and I think we're going to find that out starting out tomorrow evening. Now, Kyle McCord, true freshman Kyle McCord, big arm, looks mature out there, beyond his freshman status. I think, to me, he's the clear number 2. He looked like it in the spring game, and it seems, based on what we're hearing about, from the fall camp about reps and him being with the twos, it seems like he's probably the number 2 guy. And I think his talent and composure and his arm talent specifically gives him the edge over Jack Miller's experience, in my opinion. And again, the spring game is just one game, but it was in front of a lot of people on national television. So that's kind of when you want to see your guy step up the most. And it seemed like Kyle McCord, to me, showed that he was the number 2 guy. And he's also a 5-star kid, you know what I mean? And I know a lot of guys are team McCord and think he should be starting. If God forbid, if Stroud had to come out, actually, I'm not nervous about McCord getting in there. Because I feel like he really has the poise to do it, and he's surrounded by talent and weapons, and he has a very smart coach. So I'm actually not concerned about any of those guys outside of Ewers, because he just got here 2 days ago. I'm exaggerating, but he just got here. So I'm very confident if McCord has to go in, and I'm hoping McCord has to go in the fourth quarter tomorrow night, because that's a very good sign. Now, let me rephrase that: not has to go in, but will go in, because it might be mop-up duty time, if you follow me. So I'm hoping that's the case. Now, Jack Miller is a good quarterback, solid. He has a good skill set. His ranking was soaring at one point as a recruit, but then his injury issues started to really drop him in the rankings. So he kind of became a little bit of the forgotten man, and he was in the class for a long time. So the buzz started to wear off of him a little bit, to be honest with you. But he had a chance to really reemerge and kind of bring that back up. And the spring game was just kind of So I think that really helped to vault Kyle McCord and even at Ewers up into the fan favorite scene, so to speak. So Jack Miller is solid. If he had to get in the game, I'm not too concerned. I think he runs zone read really well. I think he throws a nice ball. He just needs to show that he can maintain composure. And if something goes wrong, that he can bounce right back. In the spring game, he threw that pick. And then after that, he just started to not be as sharp. So hopefully that's not a thing that has stuck with him. But let's talk about Quinn Ewers. So, man, just 24 hours ago, we saw the update that said he signed an endorsement deal for over $1.5 million. A few days before that, he signed with Reichert and received a super dope truck, white truck with red and black trim. Crazy. So NIL is here, y'all. It's here. It's something to get used to. I know it's a challenge to get used to and to think about, especially those who are been around for a little longer and have not seen this. But it's here, y'all. It's here, and it's crazy. So some people question Quinn Ewers, him reclassifying, called him a diva and things like that. But I'm just like, man, I know it's tough to kind of adjust to all this stuff, but if you just step back and logically think it through, and if your son was in that position, what would you do? So him reclassifying just earned him some nice perks, and he's taking advantage of the new system that we have in play, and also the power of Ohio State and the businesses in Columbus, and just the platform and stage, all of that stuff. So all of that has come into play, and he has not taken a snap yet. And if you thought he was going to cut the mullet, think again. He's not going to do that. That's going to be like Anthony Davis's unibrow. It's going to be marketed. You saw your boy Reichert in the video. If you didn't watch the video, he throws on the mullet wig. You know what I mean? It's a thing, man. It's a thing. So I doubt that he cuts it, just for marketing purposes and fan favorite purposes. I mean, it is what it is. But I think Ewers is super talented. I think even with all of this stuff going on, hearing him talk, hearing him in interviews, he seems like a humble, down-to-earth kid who just wants to go out in the off-season and hunt deer, you know what I mean, on his family's property here in Ohio and stuff like that. So as long as he keeps his head straight and, and listens to wisdom from the coaches and his elders and goes to work, works hard, I think he'll be fine, man. And that talent will flash when it's his time to step up. But one thing I do want to address that's very annoying from rival fan bases, I've seen like on the message boards and stuff like that, I've seen so many comparisons or so many people comparing him to Tate Martell. Are you nuts? Are you serious right now? Like, to me, that's just lazy trollism. You're just an idiot for that. I'm sorry. That's just stupid. Tate Martell's skill set is completely different. So what? What's the comparison to just two white boys? Like it don't add up. So please stop that. You're an idiot. Okay, rant over. But anyway, so I'm really not going to dwell on the elephant in the room, which is who's going to hit the transfer portal. You know what? I'm not going to rain on my parade or y'all's parade. I ain't going to think about that right now. All I'm thinking about is how great this quarterback room is, and that we're on the eve of kicking off at Minnesota with a very, very talented starting quarterback in CJ Stroud, surrounded by just a ridiculous amount of weapons and protected by a massive O-line. I'm excited about that. So whatever happens, let the chips fall where they may. I'm not going to stress about it. We can talk about it in its appropriate time, but I'm not going to stress about it. I'm going to look towards tomorrow and having an actual game with fans in the stands, and not the craziness of last year where it was just COVID and just weird. That's another reason why I'm so excited, is because we're back to getting some normalcy with this. So as always, thank you so much for listening. Thank you for liking and follow my page, Buckeye Sports Talk with B. Moses on Facebook, B. Moses30 on Twitter. Follow me. And then on IG, Buckeye Sports Talk with B. Moses as well. Get at me on my page, comment, share, all that good stuff. Let's do it. 24 hours to go. Go Bucks. Peace.